Okay, they just here for years, it's the Mizzle Dub Show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports, ayy. They just hit 100 subs, it's time to get some out, ayy. Yeah, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Come sit and chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's see what they say tonight, yeah. It's the Mizzle Dub Show, yeah, the Mizzle Dub Show, yeah. Mizzle Dub Show, yeah, the Mizzle Dub Show. It's the Mizzle Dub Show, yeah, the Mizzle Dub Show, yeah. Mizzle Dub Show, yeah, the Mizzle Dub Show.
Yes. And
Yes.
yes. All right. Before we get into it, real quickly, since we got some, well, actually, it's after midnight, but to one gentleman that we do call the English professor, Mr. Clifford Dawson. Hope you had a fantastic birthday, my guy. Hopefully, the family and the loved ones spoil the heck out of you. Since technically it was on the 14th, even though it's technically the 15th, but nonetheless, Mr. Dawson, happy birthday from the Mizzle and Dub Show.
Yes.
Now, unfortunately, now we will get into the Thursday night game that took place, but unfortunately,
Which I took an L.
yeah, but unfortunately, some bad news for the Warriors as Anthony Melton with an ACL sprain, which is better than a torn ACL, but nonetheless, anytime you hear the acronyms ACL, normally it's not a good thing.
No.
But he has been ruled out with a ACL sprain, and D'Anthony Melton, who was a key cog coming over from I forgot what team he came from.
Sixers.
Philadelphia, yes, thank you. Has been a tremendous part of the starting lineup and or off the bench for this Warriors team that's off to a 9-2 start. He will not play in tonight's game against the Grizzlies. So hopefully it is not serious. He suffered it. And the funny thing is, he never left the game. He actually finished the game. But now we will see how this will affect the depth
He could
of
have
the
caused
Warriors.
more injury to himself with that. Continue to play on it instead of taking himself out. But you can't tell these men what to do. They want to get out there and play. They're gonna play.
Very true, very true. But nonetheless, just wanted to share that news real quick. And also, in addition to that, about the stupendous game that Wimby had, putting up 50 of them, but also showing the touch from long range yesterday, or a couple of nights ago, as the Spurs get a big, big win.
Well, Giannis told Wimby to hold his beer as well, though.
Yeah, he said, I'll see you and I'll raise you 59 of those. And,
Almost fucked around, too.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So, real quickly, while we're here in the association, here's what's going on record-wise in this. Now, keep in mind, folks, yes, we know they're playing for this NBA Cup, to which Mizzle and I don't give two damns about, because it's not
the Larry.
It's not
Larry.
So, there was only one game tonight, and it was the Jazz getting their third win of the season on a late dunk by John Collins.
But Luka was playing no type of defense.
But then again, has he ever?
I mean, at least pretend like you're playing some fucking defense in the end to try to shit.
There's one thing you never want to lose. You never want to lose the game on. You never want to lose the game on a dunk, and you never want to lose the game on a backdoor layup. Now,
being slept on.
Yeah. Now, I forget who it was I want to say it was Ohio State and Illinois many moons ago, and Illinois literally won on an inbounds behind the back pass layup to beat somebody in Champaign.
I think you're correct.
Was it Ohio State?
I think who you said Illinois and
no,
you're right on that.
I know it was Illinois that won the game, but I on everything I love, I think it was Ohio State. But nonetheless,
you might be right.
It was an indoor backdoor layup that the defense went to sleep on, and Illinois won at the buzzer.
Can't do it.
No, definitely can't do it. Yeah, Luca definitely went to sleep because he woke up because he was 3 rebounds shy and an assist shy of messing around, and
Well, he should have been paying attention on defense.
maybe he gets the triple double if he did. Yes, for sure. But the Jazz had 6 in double figures. Jordan Clarkson had 20 off the bench.
That kid's a baller, man.
Yeah, he is. Collins led with 28 for the Jazz. Sexton had 16. George 15. Flipowski 15. Markkinen had 13. As the Mavericks go to 5-7, Jazz go to 3-8 on the one-game slate that happened last night. But tonight, as mentioned, Warriors at home against the Grizzlies. Warriors coming in 9-2, looking, if I'm not mistaken, looking to be the second team in the Western Conference to get 10 wins. OKC currently got their 10th win. They are 10-2. Warriors sitting there in the 2 slot at the 9-2 record. Phoenix continuing to play well as they finally took an L, but they're 9-3. Then you got Denver 7-3, Rockets 8-4, Lakers 7-4. Lakers obviously playing well at home, not so much on the road. Which was the Warriors' problem last year. They were good on the road and sucked at home, but right now they're doing well on both sides of the road.
Yeah, very good, very good.
But again, I mean, as we talked about it, just the additions of having Terry Stotts and Jerry Stackhouse on your staff, it's definitely paying huge dividends thus far.
Correct.
Definitely Jerry Stackhouse thriving in the Mike Brown role as far as being the defensive coordinator, if you will, per se. And Terry Stotts just being that extra guy, being a former head coach who did it very well for a long time up there in Portland. Definitely 2 big additions to the staff. We got Heat and Pacers in Indiana. Philadelphia in Orlando playing the Magic. Pistons up north. The only salvage Mizzle has right now in sports is the Warriors and the Toronto Argonauts playing in the Grey Cup on Sunday against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
It's been an utterly shit sports year for me. It just doesn't seem to be on the same page. I don't understand it. And the Sharks played damn good today. They just couldn't hold on to it towards the end. Those kids are playing lights out hockey, man. It's this is a building for them though. You know, it's because they scored within seconds of the puck being dropped. So it's there.
When it comes together.
The kids are playing good hockey though. The kids are playing good.
Watch out for the team in teal. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, they're playing good. I'm not even mad at this. I'm not even mad at this season. You know, we expected them to be this type of season, but you know, a couple of games they won, a little winning streak they went on. It's like, okay, it's starting to something is starting to register there.
What impressed? I think the win that probably impressed me the most was the 1-0 shutout against the Devils in New Jersey, where Blackman was just stopping everything in the net.
Everything. Yeah, 100%. No argument from you on that one.
Wizards in Atlanta to play the Hawks. Cavaliers.
Did Jordan Poole score over 40-something points?
He had 42. 42 of them things.
And still took an L.
Which we know the talent is there. It's just, it's the consistency is what he lacks.
Yeah.
You know the skill is there, but it's the consistency. Cavaliers will try to make it 14 straight as they play the Bulls at home.
The Bulls have been playing some tough basketball too, so that game won't be easy for the Cavs.
It's not a gimme. It's definitely not a gimme. The Battle of New York at the Mecca between the Nets and the Knicks.
Snooze fest.
Lakers head on the road to play the fundamentals. As mentioned, the Lakers have lost all of their games on the road. They are winless on the road, so they're 1-4 on the road and 6-0 at home. So just keep an eye on that one. Clippers going to Houston to take on the Rockets. Nuggets and the Pelicans in New Orleans. Suns play the Suns and Thunder. That should be a dandy of a game right there, folks. And the
Is
next
that on? Is that on any network, or is that just saying this is regular game?
It is not on any. It's not on a national stage. So the
I'm
national
gonna have to try to
games.
watch that from my phone if I get a chance.
The national games tomorrow is the Lakers and Spurs, and the other one will be the Warriors and Grizzlies. So the Warriors and Grizzlies on ESPN, and the
Well, I'm happy about that one,
and
but that
Lakers
first one
on
is shitty.
yeah. Hi.
Hey,
Which again, we already gave our well wishes to Coach. We found out it was a mild stroke that he had, so he is definitely on the road.
Pop, take the year off, man. Take the year off. Don't
Yeah,
don't don't don't
yeah.
don't come back and
Don't rush. Don't.
yeah. Yeah, take
Like
the
I
year
said,
off, Pop.
like I said, you are part of the best ran organization in North American professional sports. So we know the
Hands
structure is
down.
still we know the structure is still going to be there. But yeah, I
But
definitely
yeah,
take
don't
off
rush back, Pop.
Yeah, don't rush back.
Your health is more important than us seeing you walk the sidelines.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, oh no wonder they lost. Kyrie didn't play. Go figure. Boy, another ex-employee suing the Phoenix Suns for alleged discrimination retaliation.
What?
Now,
Is somebody walking around doing the Brett Favre?
I don't know, but I'm trying to see if this was. Okay, this probably was still when Robert Sarver was the Suns owner before the current Suns owner bought the team.
Hey, that dude was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
About as bad as the former Clippers owner.
Donald Sterling, yeah.
Yeah. Both of them just piece of shits.
Well,
I don't excuse my language on saying that. They're both piece of shits.
well, I mean, if it fits the description, it fits the description.
Well, the glove fits on this situation.
Oh boy. Now, one fight we did not talk about.
Boots struggled a little bit from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, but yet he still got the. But I mean, even with that, he still got the unanimous decision. But then again, he was fighting in Philadelphia. He is from Philly, so some might saying he might have got the hometown. Might have got the hometown spot.
As much as I like for fighters to fight at their hometowns, I don't think that should be given. I think you should always fight away, a neutral site. I mean, I know you want to go home and fight at home, but it just seems like whenever fighters go home, they get that push a little bit, because they don't want to piss off the local fans.
True. But to be fair, Boots did knock him down in the 5th round. So,
okay.
So, according to the judges' scorecard, now the way the judges scored the card, it makes sense because it seems like the score was in close vicinity. One judge had a 119-107. One judge had a 117-109. The other one had it 116-110. So, not outlandish scores as you and I have seen from time to time in watching the Sweet Science. So, because because you and
matter of fact, don't we got some Riyadh fights this weekend?
Not this weekend, but we do know that the rematch for the heavyweight championship of the world will be taking place on December 21st with Fury and Usyk Part 2. Much to the chagrin. You know what? You know what that deserves? Hold on, folks. Wait just a minute. That, folks, deserves followed by a and also followed by a
So now we're about to get hit with a copyright. Just letting you know that with those 3 pictures being shown, we're going to get hit with a copyright. But whatever. But they always put when I'm off. There's nothing. Nothing like I'm gonna watch the UFC this weekend because it's gonna be a few. It's Bones Jones, and of course we will have a Joffo in the building. So I'll watch that this weekend, but I can never get the boxing.
Here's my problem with Bones, and when he's in the octagon, nobody can beat him. That's been well established. However, now, I know a lot of people that like to partake in the herb, but in Bones' case, because that's been well documented. But in Bones' case, he keeps getting in trouble because he cannot stay off the ganja. Now again, you have
why I don't understand. Why is the UFC? Why is that something in the UFC that should be?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't know, but apparently.
But we'll let them poke themselves with a needle. But oh no, we'll frown our face up with the damn weed. What the? What? Whatever. What do I know? Just do a show with my light bright brother.
While he's drinking his Michelob Ultra. So, here's the ultimate question. Was it staged or was it not? And of course, we are talking about the so-called slap by Mike Tyson on Jake Paul at the way.
Bro. Here's my rebuttal to that question. How many of those are always staged? Touché. Like for real, bro. For Touché. Real. If Touché. a grown man slaps me on the face like that in public, do you really think that I'm just going to be that calm?
Oh no. It's going to be World War III.
Bro, ain't nobody in the world. All my clothes are getting ripped off. Like my dude, you open hand face slap me like I was like your property. I am not sure, bro. I'd have been Carmelo Anthony waiting on Kevin Garnett at the bus. Ain't no grown man gonna ever put their hands on me like that and not catch no repercussions on that and talk about I'm gonna kill him in the ring. Yes, that was staged. That was because guess what? Because number one, the fight's on Netflix. How much promotion have you seen of this fight?
Not much, if any.
Exactly. So everybody's on the internet and everything. Bro, I was on my damn Twitter, whatever, X. And as I'm scrolling up, guess what's all on my X? The slap. Bro, yes, it was staged. For like Debo. The moment Debo saw it, where did he post it? In the family group chat, right? Mm-hmm. It's the word of mouth now. Now everybody watch like, oh, now I got to get Netflix to watch the fight. Strategy. It's a strategy. So yes, that motherfucking shit was staged.
He is saying, folks, this is all in promotion for the fight.
How many people? No, don't get me wrong. If I have all my shit done by the time they walk out, which I think they already announced that the walkout time is 8:00. Have you ever heard, has that ever been announced in boxing? No, they walk out when the fight's done. So you're kind of telling me something that without telling me something. So if I have my work done, which my lunch is over at 8, that means I got to pull the trash afterwards. So trash might get done pulled a little later on in the evening if I ain't getting hit with dish. Oh wait, well, it's my weekend off and today's Friday. I won't have time to watch the fight until I get home. So to answer your question, yes, all the good shit happens when I'm at work.
Well, that's how I feel on Saturdays when all the pay-per-views is going on. When they're across the seas, that is. Now,
adulting really freaking sucks, man.
yeah, those things called bills, they're not so fun. They're actually a huge big pain because you get your paycheck,
I know we're
and,
off
and,
subject
and
for
you
a
see
little
it.
bit, but for a person that doesn't just work, that just sit, that's all, and just getting by without working, I envy you. I really want to start collecting my Social Security right now. I want to retire right now. If somebody was to walk up to me like, Raymond, you want to retire? Where do I sign? I'm over it. Bro, we've been what? I've been working since like what, 14, 15 years old? And I'm 41 years old?
And we're talking about not the taxing stuff yet, because we was cutting lawns and doing yard work
Oh wait, so before I was able to like get actual paycheck, yeah,
mm-hmm.
I used to cut my whole neighborhood's grass. So you can't tell me about the struggle and hustle.
They got some weeds when it was hot and you drunk out of the water hose.
These kids don't know nothing about the life and struggle. I tell you what, these little
No, they don't.
Oh my god, I hurt my finger. Oh, you did what?
Get some tape and wrap it up.
What?
And also, before we get into the Thursday night game between the Commanders and the Eagles,
which I took a L.
I said this earlier, and I'm just like, KNBR, I don't know who you are anymore.
Are they still a station? Pretty much, they fired every fucking body.
Pretty much. Again, as I said, truthfully speaking, now the only time to listen to KBR is if it's the Giants or the Niners playing. In my case, that's why I said in my case.
Glad you said that.
But I mean, as far as that, other than listening to those two things, or if they have a national baseball or football game on KBR from time to time, which they do. But other than that, like, there's no reason for me to listen to the station because you killed my mornings by breaking up Murph and Mac.
Oh, God. That used to be my staple when I was working construction driving early in the morning.
You ruined that. Okay. Then you kick Larry Krueger to the curb, only to bring him back. Now, I will say, now only Gary Radnich was the one fortunate enough to actually retire and not get fired. So
they would have fired him, bro. He'd have sued him. Some way, somehow, he'd have sued him.
Well, like I said, Radnich was able to leave on his own terms per se. Then our guy, Damon Bruce, they kicked to the curve.
Then he went to 95. I thought that was 95-7 that kicked him, not KMBR.
Well, he got let go from both, but now he's doing his own thing on his own YouTube channel, and of course on Elon Musk's crap known as X. But that's a whole other story for a whole.
Now this guy's in the fucking government now. What the fuck?
This is what you voted for. So when it all goes to, well, where the sun don't shine, like I said,
just keep the gas going down. That's all I care about. Just keep the gas going down, and just make sure I can afford eggs because I'm about to get back on my damn diet.
I'll be sitting in my lawn, eating some seeds, watching all this BS, just like on Michael Jackson and Thriller, talking about, nah, I'm enjoying this. But Tom Tolbert had his last radio show at KNBR after 28 years. Of course, he started with the legendary late great Ralph Barbieri in the mid-afternoon time slot.
Oh.
And of course, he worked beside Larry Krueger, worked alongside Ray Ratto, worked alongside Bob Fitzgerald and Rod Brooks. Before Brooks and Fitz got their own show, before eventually they both got let go, and then he was doing this time with Copes
You know what I miss on KMBR?
What's that?
Ron and fucking Don. Ron and Don kicking your ass across the bay. Come on.
That is a throwback. If there ever was a KMBR throwback, my goodness. If you were a true listener to KMBR, that's going back to the archives, folks. But Mr. T, Mr. T, Tom Tolbert, gave a nice tribute and basically said
who actually played for the Warriors.
Yes, he did. He was a part of Run TMC. Played on some very good teams at Arizona with Kenny Lofton and Steve Kerr under the legendary late great Lute Olson, who also does color commentary with Tim Royal for Warrior home games on 95.7 The Game and during the playoffs. So I mean, you will not see the last of Tom Tolbert. I'm pretty sure he will get into the podcast stage because I mean, practically speaking, that's where everything is pretty much now.
Yep.
Unfortunately, sports talk radio has almost become a lost art, which is sad because I mean, for people in me and Mizzle's age range, that's what we grew up on was sports talk radio.
Well, hold on. Pops is the reason why I listen to sports talk radio all day. Shit. On my drive when I drop your nephew off in the morning, I'm listening to Adam Shine on Mad Dog Radio. It's about. So
yeah, I mean my morning drive, I'm listening to Shasky and Bonte, listening to the morning roast on 95.7 The Game.
And as we said earlier, when I was doing my construction, driving all the way to San Jose, Murph and Mac was my staple. Like they got me through a lot of stuff driving on 680 to 880, getting out there, So it's
morning traffic.
We're dinosaurs, bro. All the avenues that we're listening to is about to be irrelevant.
But we're glad that you're with us, keeping us company on this quick recap. But there was a football game in Philadelphia between the Commanders and the Eagles, and it really was a tale of two halves because in the first half, it was like the Eagles just was doing everything wrong and couldn't get nothing established. And the Commanders had a 7-3 lead. It was 10-6 after 3 quarters of play, and then the Eagles just came alive in the fourth quarter.
But, they did. Yeah, they did.
It goes without saying, once the Eagles went up 12-10, which oddly enough, the Eagles missed the PAT. And normally when you miss the PAT, normally in most circumstances, it will come back and bite you.
All in the posterior, the derriere.
But in the case of the Commanders, it came back to bite them because in the fourth quarter, they were in field goal range, trailing 12-10, and they decided to go for it. And then the play was just doomed from disaster because Noah Brown missed his block and Jane Daniels didn't have a chance. And, of course, Saquon Barkley decided to wake up in the fourth quarter and basically just said, give me the ball. And Saquon was doing Saquon things. So Saquon Barkley had 26 carries, 146 yards, averaging 5.5 a carry. And, oh, by the way, scored 2 touchdowns. So if you had Saquon Barkley in your fantasy league, he definitely got you points.
Man, I'm just falling behind in the standings.
Last evening, basically he basically carried the offense as the Eagles get the win and get to 8-2. Does it seem like the Eagles have like the quietest 6-game winning streak that you don't know about?
But it's always been that way. It's been that way. We have said this. We could probably go back on multiple shows, the years beyond, where the Eagles were good, and we're sitting here saying, "The Eagles, like the Eagles," because they always they give you this, so it's like, right. But they win. But then when you sit here and look at their record, you're like,
but wouldn't that just be like Philadelphia, though? That's just Philadelphia to the car as to where. Now keep this in mind, folks. Back when they were 2-2, they were like off with Nick Sirianni's head. He's got to go. They was getting ready to throw Sirianni out of the city, let alone the state.
No, they was going Christopher Columbus his ass. Yes, I went there.
They were going to be like, get out. And yet, here they are, first place in the NFC East, and have won 6 in a row.
As long as I don't get a Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl again, I'll be happy with that.
You just don't want the Chiefs in, period.
No, because number one, I don't want them to be the first fucking team to three-peat. Get the fuck out of here. No. Especially when you're getting help from the Zebras. No.
Well,
no.
We will see which version of the Orchard Park Bills we get on Sunday as the.
I'm gonna need that cape wearing Josh Allen to get there on the field. That's what I need. I'm gonna need the one that is locked in, zoned in, and in a given mood. Josh Allen. This is the time that they should be able to take control of this game because the Chiefs ain't put one game together to where they're like, yep, there's the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying?
No, they haven't.
They ain't had that game.
They have not.
They struggled with my team. They struggled with my team. And we could have won that game. Better quarterback play, we win that game. Hell, I would even say this. And Raider Nation crucify me all they want. Derek Carr is back there quarterback and we win that game.
Oh, boy. Oh, you went there. Oh,
I did.
Oh, baby.
Well, Derek Carr beat the Chiefs.
More than once.
Or I would say this. That's a little far. I think if Aiden O'Connell was back there, we win that game.
I'll say this. He would put them in the right plays after that interception when you're inside your own 5-yard line. That's for certain. That is for certain. I mean, we got that.
Who do we?
We have
Shaka. What's up?
What's going on, sir? How are you? That's a nice display picture there you got.
Yes, it is. But who's this?
I think that this is one of our new subscribers that just recently subscribed.
Okay. We're still getting accustomed. I haven't seen this name pop up before, so appreciate whoever that is. What's up? Thank you for chiming in with us. We appreciate your support.
Well, I'll say like this. It looks like CBS has the bangers on Sunday because CBS has the Bills and the Chiefs. CBS also has the Steelers and the Ravens in Pittsburgh.
Bro, we really got to pick this game. Are we really? This is 2 weeks in. This is 2 weeks in a row to where I'm sitting here like, we really got to pick these games. I want a mulligan. I just want to sit here and watch that. I really just want to sit here and watch that Ravens and Steelers game, and not have to sit here and not. I mean, well, at the end of the day, you know what I'm gonna say. The slogan of the show. We need T-shirts for that too.
Right.
But
you know what the funny thing is though? Right now, as it stands, as we're talking about this at 12:40 in the morning on Friday the 15th.
It's really 12:40. Man, time floats.
Yes, it does.
But not at work.
Right now, the spread is Baltimore -3.
Furthermore, I'm Mike Tomlin. Because I believe, wasn't it -3 when they played the Commanders?
Yeah.
I think that line would.
Yeah. And they end up winning by 1.
Is it?
Oh, God. Okay. So here we go.
See, I told you I was going to be able to hear you, but I don't know if anybody else was going to be able to hear you. No. Thank you for being very helpful. We aim to please. So thank you. So we hope you stay on long enough to hear his voice to say
audience
that
is
it's good.
do I still sound like I'm
Excuse me.
muted? So please give me feedback so we can fix this mic issue that is really highly irritating me.
I'm about to say, why you're not using your main mic?
Irritating me to much avail. So please, for those that are listening and watching, please let me know of how I sound, and we will keep adjusting this situation here. But as you were saying,
there you are.
I mean, it's really never a dull moment when the Ravens and the Steelers get together because it always makes for thank you, Shock, appreciate it. It always sounds I mean, it's never a dull moment. I mean, we've seen many of things happening before when these two teams get together. But I just think that the additions that the Steelers have made, adding Preston Smith to go with that already good defense that they already had, and then you get somebody to complement George Pickens on the other side, and you know Russ likes to throw those moon balls, and oddly enough tonight there was a full moon, go figure. But with that said, it's I'm almost to the atonement of you. Like you really don't want to pick anybody, but it's like you have to go with the rule. Which for those
where's
that
this
do
game
not watch
played?
the show, say that again.
Where's the game played?
Now I can't hear you. What the hell?
Where is the game being played?
Game is being played in Pittsburgh. Now why can't
Tell them
I
the
hear
rule.
you?
Tell them the rule.
Oh, you don't go against Mike Tomlin.
There it is.
That is the rule upon the ultimate rule. It's the biggest rule known to man.
I just had to make sure that my audio was on the microphone and not my headphones.
Got it.
Because you said you couldn't hear me, so I don't know what that's all about.
Well, now you sound loud and clear, Beavis.
Oh, maybe I turned the volume down on the microphone. That could have been an accident. My bad.
Other games to pinpoint. We have the longest rivalry, or the oldest rivalry in the NFL, Bears and Packers at Soldier Field. Then of course, the flexed Sunday night game is the Bengals and the Chargers, so you get to see Herbert and Joe Burrow do their thing. And Lord help us, the Arlington Cowboys are in prime time on Monday night.
You couldn't flex that?
In the Battle of Texas between the Houston Texans and the Arlington Cowboys.
Well, one team is just shitty and the other team is just leaking oil.
Yeah, the Texans are leaking oil, but the Texans are still the class of the AFC South.
Oh, of course.
And the Cowboys need Troy and Emmett and Michael and Jethro Pugh and Randy White and
bro, even the legends couldn't even help this damn team right now.
Yeah, touche.
Bro, they can bring a prime Larry Allen back and they still won't be doing shit.
Rest in peace, Larry Allen. Oh my goodness.
Indeed.
Real quick, well, I don't know if it's top 25, but no, it's not. Interesting. Oh, but UNLV beats Omaha. Yes, Division 1. What took place? Anything?
UNLV beat who again? Say it again.
Omaha.
Nebraska.
Interesting. Okay, so what do we have tonight? As far as top 25 goes, if there's anything interesting to check out. Ooh. Villanova against Virginia. Interesting.
That could be good.
4-4. Ooh. Now talk about a banger. Number 2 Alabama taking on number 13 Purdue. Interesting. You can catch that
basketball.
Talking college basketball, yes.
Oh, okay. That might be good.
SMU against Butler. Ooh, Maryland and Marquette. Interesting.
That won't disappoint.
No. Pitt against Virginia Tech. Iowa against Washington. Ooh. Arizona against Wisconsin.
Yeah, that might be good.
That also you can catch on Peacock. 2 ranked teams.
So are we just gonna move all sports to streaming services?
That's a very good question.
And because what sucks about that is a lot of people don't have streaming services.
Correct.
And you're putting these games on streaming services that people don't have.
Correct. Well, again,
I would love to know the person that decided to do this and their marketing thing for this, because I guarantee you a lot of people didn't see the Thursday night game because, number one, they don't have Prime.
Correct. Now, again, if you live in the local market, then I'm pretty sure they will show it on their local Fox, NBC, CBS, ABC affiliate.
Are they doing that? So when the Raiders are on Thursday night, or is it shown in Vegas locally?
So yeah, last year when the Raiders played on Thursday night, they aired it on the local ABC channel.
Okay. But globally, you're fucked if you don't have Prime Network.
Yeah, if you don't live in the local market and the local market is not airing the game on a local channel, you are SOL. So you're better off just listening to the game.
Who thought of this? I really want to know who sat there and thought this was put it on streaming. It's almost like it's a big FU to the fans.
It's almost the same thing when they put Sunday Ticket on YouTube, because a lot of people don't have YouTube.
And ain't nobody gonna play that ridiculous ass fucking price to get that shit off YouTube, if you ask me.
Hey,
I'll tell you this. NFL, I'll bootleg all your shit. You do this shit on streaming. I'll tell you that now.
Hence why
I'm a Raider. I'm a Raider, so you expect me to pirate shit.
Or, as Matt Millen has said many, many times, Raider rule number 1: cheating is encouraged. Rule number 2: see rule number 1.
Rule number 1.
Well, I mean,
you can find a way to keep you can put all this on streaming service to get people to pay. Yeah. Yep. Mizzle will find a way. Trust me.
Well, like Eddie Guerrero said,
how do you think I watch my Philadelphia 76ers?
He does the Eddie Guerrero. Lie, cheat, and steal. As Eddie said, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Oh, God bless Eddie Guerrero. God bless him.
Can you imagine if he was still around right now? He would be having a ball with this roster. Especially with Dominic.
Yes.
I missed the Latino Heat, man.
Because he really would be like, I really am your daddy.
Yeah,
I really am.
The stories. Yes. I miss Latino Heat, man.
Yeah, Eddie definitely was a legend. That's
Speaking of that, we went to wrestling, so I might as well just whip it out then.
Oh my. Hello, Dwayne. How are you?
Oh, well, that's Hollywood right there too.
Oh.
It's the WrestleMania shirt.
Oh, WrestleMania 18. Yes.
There you go.
WrestleMania 8. Oh yeah, WrestleMania 18. Boy, I tell you what, now
the crowd made that story ending. The crowd. It was the crowd that made that match.
Oh yeah.
The ending.
The crowd changed the whole story of the
dynamics.
Match.
Yep.
and the fact that you had two pros in there that was listening and felt the crowd, and they switched it up during the match, which is quite interesting because, I mean, it just that was. Now you've heard me say a lot of times whenever Steamboat and Flair got in the ring, that was poetry, or when Austin and The Rock got together, that was poetry. Shawn Michaels making anybody look good, it is poetry. But I mean, just the way they flipped their roles in that match and what it became. It's I mean, and I know people will talk their mess about Hogan, and rightfully so. There's a lot of things you can cover.
He deserves a lot of flack that comes his way. 100%.
But just the way those two were able to just feed off each other and then just adjust to what the crowd did just goes to show you how professional and just how they listened and just they played it to a T. I mean, certainly in the last 25 years WrestleMania, it's definitely up there as one of the top 100% top matches up there. So
100%.
And of course, just the buildup was also fantastic as well. Just like this build up to War Games at the Survivor Series with the Bloodline is taking trend.
I'm a little upset with it though.
Why so?
Because you should be integrating new family members instead of going back to old storylines.
Well, one person just signed. It wasn't Zilla, but somebody else from the family tree did sign.
Yes.
And I don't know if they're going to implement him in there, but which, again, to your atonement, they should. Because, I mean, how long have we talked about Zilla? Like, where's Zilla?
Why do we need? I get what you're doing, but Sami Zayn ain't family. This is everybody else that's in here is family. You should have incorporated more family instead of bringing back Sami. Now you're gonna get Seth Rollins, and then you're gonna get Tsunami. Tsunami's gonna join Solo, and Seth Rollins is gonna join.
The OG. Talking about Bronson Reed.
Yeah, Bronson Reed. Yeah, That's stupid.
But here's my question. How does Dwayne fit back into this when he makes his return? Because remember, he made his debut at the Survivor Series. So there's that.
And so who can he call the shots with Solo? Can Solo still be the tribal chief, but The Rock is the one making the calls? Because they're gonna have to find a way for The Rock to cross over Roman, because that's what we're gonna get at WrestleMania. So we know that Rock is gonna be on Solo's side, but is it gonna be that The Rock is joining Solo and he recognizes him as a tribal chief, because he already said that he recognized Roman as a tribal chief.
Correct.
So I love what the direction they're going in, but I don't like bringing back Sami Zayn. I do not like that they're going to bring in Seth Rollins to this, because Seth Rollins really has nothing to do with this. The only reason why he's going to join is because Bronson Reed is going to join the other side. You had an opportunity to keep this all family and continue to go on with the story a little bit better. I slightly get Sami Zayn though. I do. Because he was there in the mix of all that when Solo was there, yada 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 yada. But I don't see why you're going to bring in Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed. That doesn't.
Valid. Very, 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 very valid.
See, we should have did a ring psychology show and talked about this. There's multiple shows that we got to bring back into the fold.
Yes.
It's my work schedule. I know. It's me. I know. My work schedule is horrendous.
Which, by the way, Talking Ish will be returning. We are still doing our records.
Which I am falling behind. That's why it's the Commander, so I can take a. I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah. Well,
I think I'm what now. That should put me what 6 games behind now.
No, just 4.
But you and Chris pick up a game though.
Yeah, but so did you. So it kind of broke out even.
Where did I pick up one? With who?
Me and him both picked the Giants. You picked the Panthers.
Why would you guys pick the fucking Giants?
I can't speak for him, but like I said, and again, I said it multiple times on this show that the Giants will be the next Panthers win, and then they said hold my beer and beat the Saints the week before. So now the Panthers are on a 2-game winning streak. But figure.
I think we all picked the Saints.
But no, we all picked Atlanta because we weren't expecting them to beat Atlanta.
Fuck no.
But here we are. But
he played a game. Hello.
That's why exactly you play the game. But just to go over, here is the matchups for Week 11. As mentioned, we saw the Eagles beat the Commanders 26-18. The Eagles have now won 6 straight and maintain a 1.5 lead in the NFC East. But here we go. We just talked about Steelers Ravens. Now we're doing the 10 a.m. games. Steelers Ravens in Pittsburgh. We got Jaguars and the Lions in Detroit. The Jaguars need a lot of prayer. The Rams coming off unusual loss to the Dolphins at home. They go to New England, to Foxborough, to take on the Patriots. Browns in the Superdome taking on the Saints. Can the Saints make it 2 in a row?
Fuck Saints.
Super Bowl 3 in East Rutherford, New Jersey, as Anthony Richardson will get the start back at the helm against the Jets.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you and Chris can have that game. I think I'm just gonna take a disqualification on that game. I'm not picking that shit.
Vikings and Titans in Tennessee. Mizzle's beloved Raiders in Miami taking on the Dolphins.
Oh, we know who I'm picking in that game. It ain't the team from Vegas.
We already mentioned that the Bears and Packers will be playing in Soldier Field. Falcons head to Denver to take on the Falcons in Denver taking on the Broncos. We already talked about the Chiefs.
I am actually going to pick the Walmarts. I am picking the Walmarts.
What? Wow. He's picking the John Elways over the alma mater. Wow. As we just talked about, Bills and Chiefs on CBS, and on Sunday night, Chargers and Bengals. And then, unfortunately, the Cowboys and Texans in Arlington.
Like,
and
really?
They
really putting that game on? I get it.
On Monday night, yes.
I guess a lot of people will still be at work and nobody paying attention. Who gives 2 shits?
Well, maybe we might hear Troy Aikman go on a tangent about his Cowboys, talking about they're playing like crap.
Bro, I can do Troy Aikman, but your man's.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. Damn it, don't do it.
I would rather hear nails on the chalkboard than listen to Joe fucking Buck commentate a football game. It's horrible. I had to deal with Troy Aikman because he's been on Fox for a very long time when he retired. So it's pretty much understandable to hear his voice. But Joe Buck took the baseball, and even on baseball, you're half-assed doing a good job with that. So bring back Tessitore, because he's not doing it for me in WWE in Monday Night. No.
So you're just saying just stick to boxing?
You can put him back in a Monday Night booth. You can get rid of Joe Buck, and him and Troy Aikman can handle it. Or listen to that.
Wow.
Like Monday Night Raw is dry to me now in the commentary.
Well, yeah, it doesn't. Well, yeah, because Wade Barrett is just as drier if he's not drier.
Oh my God! Can we bring back Booker T?
He's on NXT. Suck a ducky quack quack.
They're wasting his talent by being on NXT. Wade Barrett should be on NXT, and Dan Booker T should be on Monday Night Raw. Okay.
Oh, baby. Well, folks, on that note, it is nap time here on this edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show.
It is my Friday. I get a weekend.
He does get a weekend.
It's already sold up and booked. Like, there's no rest. No rest.
No rest. No rest for the weary, as they say.
I have to be in Sonoma at 11 a.m. on Saturday.
Oh, God. I meant to take the other one off. My bad.
Well, you can keep that.
Don't shoot. But, ouch. I've been shot. But, again, as always, special thanks to... Well, Chaco, we appreciate you hanging out with us on this early morning edition. Tell your friends about us and have them subscribe and watch some.
Let's get us. Let's see. I can't say by the end of the year because that's not gonna happen. So we are in November.
Correct.
We're at 163 subscribers.
Yes.
By February, I would like to be at like 180. That's not reaching. By the end of 2025, I would love for us to be at 200.
Oh, well, bet. You just said I will bring my whole community in next time from my main channel. Bet. Yeet.
Sir?
Yeet. Yeet. Yeet.
We ain't gonna get started on that, baby.
Yeet, yeet. But nonetheless, thank you for hanging out with us as the Eagles once again get the win on Thursday night, 26-18, to put them at 7-2 on the season and extend their lead to a game and a half over the Commanders in the East. As Saquon Barkley ran around and threw the Commanders' defense en route to the win with 2 touchdowns and 146 yards rushing. But I know Saturday, my Bulldogs, they need some help because standing in their way is the Tennessee Volunteers.
You know what? I don't even know why I'm laughing when you said about college football because my team is utterly shit. Shit.
Yeah, my quarterback has been playing like that.
But you guys still have a chance to make the playoffs, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, right now they are. If they would barely get in because right now they are ranked number 12.
Well, where do you think my team is at?
They need Jesus.
So you being 12 with a chance that anything can freaking happen in the top 10.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, yeah, so you miss me with that shit.
But it won't be easy playing the 7th-ranked Volunteers of Tennessee. Won't be easy at all. But thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And as always, it will be 5 o'clock some damn where. And you have been watching and or listening to the Mizzle and Dub Show as the super dope beatmaker KD17 will take us home. And again, if you want to collaborate with him, there you go. 17KD. YouTube, IG, SoundCloud, Discord. But nonetheless, for Mizzle, I'm Dub. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you've been watching the Mizzle Dub Show. Yeet!
Hey, the boy just be dropping slaps. Every day the boy drops slaps. Hey, we just gonna let the young man just take us out. Just and watch how the beat just come back in. Just watch how you do it. Just watch how you do it.
Yes.
Here it comes. Yes. Here it comes. Slap. Slap. Yeet on yeet on yeet on yeet.
Thank you. And good night, America.
Good night, Canada.